This artisan pizza was made using a pizza dough from the supermarket. Yeah, and I didn't use a wood fire oven, no, I used a normal oven. Look, it's so easy to do, it takes no time, and all you need to do is to open a bottle of wine, put the music on, and enjoy yourself. I'm gonna show you how to make the easiest pizza using supermarket pizza dough. These are the ingredients to make a lazy artisan pizza. The first ingredient is the pizza dough ball. I've chosen the one from Coles supermarket, and this is not an ad. I've tried all the other dough balls and I don't love them. This is the one that gives me better flavors and I like the way it stretches. It's 250 grams, you can make one pizza with it. So I recommend you to try different pizza doughs from different supermarkets because all of them are different, okay? Of course, if you make your own pizza dough, it's gonna be 10 times better than this. This pizza dough ball is a great option for when you're busy, for when you don't have time. And it can give you a very nice pizza. An important ingredient is the tomato sauce, okay? We're not using passata, we're not using already made sauces. This is crushed tomatoes. I love to use peeled tomatoes and crush with my hands, but you can actually get them already crushed. And this is it. Mozzarella cheese. I know lots of people like to buy shredded mozzarella, but that's not actually very good for you. It doesn't melt the way you want. This is fresh, real mozzarella, and this is how you can get a beautiful artisan pizza. We have some fresh basil that you must have on the pizza. This is semolina, but it's double milled, which means super fine semolina, okay? You can find semolina everywhere. Just make sure it's fine. And this is helping us to stretch the pizza in no time with your hands. We need some salt and extra virgin olive oil. That's it. We are cooking this pizza in the normal oven and we need a pizza tray. This is not a stone pizza tray, it's just an aluminum pizza tray, and baking paper. Last but not least, we need a small container for a pizza dough ball to rest. So it's very important that you don't get the pizza ball out of the fridge, use a rolling pin to stretch it and cook it. That's not the way we can make an artisan pizza. We're gonna rest the pizza ball from the morning. Before you go to work, we put it in this container and let it rest. So when you go home at night, your pizza dough is ready. If you wanna do it on the same day, you don't go to work, do it at least 4 hours before you make the pizza. And I'll show you what to do. So we get the container, we put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, not too much, don't go crazy, just a little bit. And then with the fingers, you spread the extra virgin olive oil everywhere. You don't have extra virgin olive oil? Okay, use sunflower oil, use vegetable oil. But extra virgin olive oil has better flavors. So this way, our dough is not gonna get stuck there. Now we open the packet. We want to get the pizza ball out. So as you can see, this dough is not ready. You can't turn this into a pizza, you can't. So what you need to do, you make the pizza ball. You make the pizza ball the way you want, don't stress too much. What's important is that you have a smooth surface on top. Actually, this one is a bit sticky. So if it's sticky, you can use some flour. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some, this is a bit sticky, so I'm gonna use some semolina on my hands. And I make the dough. See the pizza ball? It's nice and smooth on the surface. The bottom is fine too. And now we place it in the tray with the extra virgin olive oil, just like this. Just like this, see? Now, if I want to turn this into a pizza right now, it's gonna be very hard. Instead, we close the lid, nice and sealed, and we leave this out of the fridge for at least 4 hours. If you do this in the morning before you go to work, when you go home at night, this dough will be perfect. And I'm gonna show you how it's gonna look like in about 9 hours. This is how the dough will look like after 9, 10, 12 hours. This is something I made this morning, so 9 hours ago. And this is the one I made last night. So they're pretty much the same, right? But how do you take this out? Well, that's the reason why I've got extra virgin olive oil, because the extra virgin olive oil will help me to get them out of the containers. First thing we need to do is to warm up the almond. It needs to be very, very hot. The maximum temperature, the maximum for this is 250 Celsius. You only want the bottom element to work. We need the bottom to be extremely hot because we are cooking this pizza in 2 stages. Stage 1, we need to cook the bottom part of the pizza, okay? And that's why we use the bottom part, so it cooks. Stage 2, under the broiler, we cook the toppings. We cook the top part. So this is fascinating. Follow my instruction and you will love this. So let's close the oven and let's stretch the dough. Now let's cut the mozzarella, okay? And how I like to cut the mozzarella is this. Cut into slices. Can you see the milk there? See, that's a real cheese. And then what I want to do, I want to cut long strips. This is the Neapolitan way. When I say long strips, we have cheese this long to go on the pizza. And then I'll show you why we do this. I'll show you the way it melts. It melts beautifully. Not too thick, but long. Now we put it in a bowl, and we need to try and remove as much milk as possible, because otherwise the pizza will be too wet. Pro and cons of using fresh is that of course you have to deal with more water, more milk on top of your pizza. So you have to remove the excess water from your pizza, which is not pleasant when you eat your pizza. But it is a better product. Okay, here we go. This is the pizza tray I'm using. You can use, like I said, stone pizza tray, or you can use one without the holes, anything that you like, okay? And I'm gonna place these at the bottom so it gets nice and hot. This is where the magic begins. I'm gonna put some semolina there. This is the container with the pizza dough. And you ready? Look what we do now. We just drop it. We just drop it, just like that. Perfect. Easy. So far easy, right? Very easy. Now we get the semolina, we put it on top. And look how easy this is. Starting from the bottom, I stretch the dough. Okay? Turn it around. Don't press on the edges, because the edges is where we want to create the puff edges, you know, for this pizza. So yeah, just press like this very easily. You don't need a rolling pin. Turn it again on semolina. And again, look how easy I stretch with one hand. Look how easy this is stretching. You don't need to be an artisan pizza chef. This is stretching by itself. I'm not doing anything. Look. It's all about feeling it. But the semolina is doing a very important job here. You can use flour, go for it. Expert Neapolitan pizza chefs use flour, and it's fine. You just need to make sure you remove the flour, just like this. You want to make sure you don't have too much flour stuck to your pizza dough. Now we're gonna put the pizza dough on the baking paper. Stretch so it fits perfectly, so it's nice and round, but don't worry about the shape. Let's put a little bit of salt in the sauce. Okay, and now we put the sauce in the pizza. I would say at least 3 or 4 tablespoons of sauce. Put a spoon in the middle, and then you stretch. Take your time, don't rush it, okay? Take your time, go evenly, but don't go on the edges. You want the edges to grow. You want to impress your friends, your guests, or yourself. Here we go. I think we have plenty of tomatoes. We put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, not too much. And now this is going in the oven, just the way it is. We're gonna place this in the oven so that we can cook the middle part. Why? Because if we put the ingredients on top and we put it in the oven, it's gonna take about 10 minutes to cook. So you're gonna cook the top part first, and the bottom will take longer. So you're gonna burn the top toppings, and the bottom will take longer. So we want to avoid to burn the toppings. You want the toppings to be as fresh as possible so you enjoy the flavors. But you understand what I'm talking about soon when you see the result. So now, oof, here we have the pizza tray, nice and hot. Let me move this pizza right on top of the tray and straight back in the oven. This process now could take about 2 minutes. For me, it depends how hot your oven is, okay? You wanna keep an eye at the bottom. So let's go and let's par bake. This technique, it's called par baking, okay? Par baking, which is gonna cook the beautiful base, so the bottom part will be nice, crunchy, and then the second part will allow us to just focus on the toppings and finish off the edges of the pizza. I know you guys are not here, but you need to smell this, okay? To be able to know when it's done. So as you can see, on this side, it's cooked, but the other side, this side is not cooked yet. So we're gonna turn it around, turn the pizza around, because it looks like this side of the front cooks faster. So we're gonna cook this side now for another minute, and then we add the toppings. Guys, you know me, there's no pizza for me without pecorino, so I'll do add pecorino in my pizza. If you don't like it, I'm sorry for you, but my pizzas always have pecorino cheese. All right. Now, look at this beautiful pizza here, look. Let's have a look at the bottom now, okay? It's very hot, so I don't want to burn myself. I see this is ready, it's cooked. Look on this other side. See, it's cooked. Perfect, right? Now here we need to switch off the oven and start all over again. Now, on, and we choose the broiler, the grill, at the maximum temperature, the maximum. What's the maximum on this one? 240 Celsius. There. In the meantime, we do the toppings, and then we come back here and finish off the pizza. Come on. When I went to Naples, I went to the best pizzeria in the world, Franco Pepe, is also on Netflix, and he taught me something so special that I never thought of. He actually doesn't cook the basil on the pizza because he doesn't want to ruin the flavors. He doesn't want to cook the basil because if you cook it, you ruin it. But I'm still old-fashioned. I want to put the basil on my pizza, okay? And this is what he told me to do, okay? You put the basil first, and then you put all the ingredients on top. So that way, you don't burn the basil. You still kill it, but you get more out of it. Instead, what he likes to do is to use a pesto on top of the pizza that you put right at the end, once the pizza is done. Now we go with the pecorino on top. Put it on top of the basil first. And now everywhere. Now we want to put the mozzarella, and here take your time please. First go on top of the basil. In the meantime we have the broiler going. And warm up. Is this enough cheese? I guess it's never enough, right? Now we put the extra virgin olive oil. And now we can cook the toppings in the broiler. Now just in case, and I say just in case, let's take the baking paper off because it might burn. You don't want to put your oven on fire. We want to move these as close as possible to the broiler, to the grill, okay? Because it needs to be like a wood fire oven. So let's get the pizza. What we're gonna do now, we wait until the mozzarella melts a little bit and then we turn the pizza the other way. Just turn it around. All right, let's take it out. Guys, look at this pizza. Look how beautiful this pizza looks. Come on, tell me, huh? This looks like a restaurant pizza, right? Restaurant quality pizza. There is one thing I don't really like, is all that milk, you know, the water from the cheese, which we can easily get rid of it. Put it on one side, get the milk to escape. Here, get rid of the water and milk. Ladies and gentlemen, your pizza, artisan pizza made in your normal oven, it's ready to be eaten. What I want to do here for you is the test, crunch test. Listen. This is a crunch test, you know. It's got to do as well with the dough. So the dough did a good job. So we tested the edges. Now we just need to cut it and eat it. The crust, I like the sound of the crust. I like when my pizza is a little bit crunchy. I don't want the pizza to be soggy. I want it to be a little bit crunchy, but moist at the same time. You know what I mean? I don't want the pizza to be hard. Look at that. This is store-bought pizza, cooked in a normal oven. The basil is still alive. It's not dead. It's still there, making love with the tomato sauce. Crunchy and moist at the same time. This is what you want to achieve when you make this. Forget about Domino, Pizza Hut, and stuff like that. Make a pure pizza home. It takes 10 minutes and you can have a great meal with your family. I wish I never said this before, but thank you, store-bought pizza. You can help so many people who don't want to make the dough. Could be scary to make the dough. It's not for everyone. But this is for everyone. Pineapple on pizza is not for everyone. This is. I hope you enjoyed this video. This pizza is so good and I hope you're gonna make it. So thank you so much for watching this episode. I will see you in the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe. E ora si mangia. Vincenzo's Plate. Thank you. It's pizza time.